And I said, this is our first Jewish president. Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you for everything. And I said, this is our first Jewish president.
I thought he wasn't going to say it. 2 countries. That was not going to be shocking at all.
That the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
All of Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Converts to Judaism or Catholicism. They all have an AIPAC advisor. Not a single person in Congress can make a decision without asking their Israeli Jewish AIPAC advisor if it's okay to say.
the entire list.
Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served. Why were we in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, you can,
why were we in the Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh,
CIA. CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay?
there were 3.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if a plane's going to hit a building, why would the building fall down?
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement. He just happened to be in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they were reading a sign on a whiteboard
let me say
that talked about towers falling, Charlie.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
Guys, let me tell you. Anti-Semitism is literally a brain cancer, as you could see.
How is this anti-Semitic, Charlie? How is it anti-Semitic?
How is it anti-Semitic?
How am I hating on Jews when I'm saying
you keep interrupting me. Israel did 9/11 is a rather anti-Semitic thing to say. Explain to me Flight 93 and the families aboard that lost their loved ones. Who actually was the hijacker? Was it a Mossad agent?
No.
Okay, who was it?
The government put them there.
No, who was it?
They crashed a plane intentionally to make it look like George W. Bush was targeted.
Who was the hijacker? No, this is important. They could never answer this question. Who was the hijacker?
They didn't have real hijackers. They were plans.
Okay. So when
they were plans, CIA, Mossad created.
So when they got the black box, of course, it was all just like a conspiracy.
Just like they found the passport miraculously 2 miles down from the crash site in
I'm sorry,
New York. They just happened to find one of the hijackers' passports laying on the ground 2 miles away from the crash site in New York. It just happened to be there. They just walked up and found it.
You believe that the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say something about this. Okay, this guy, he knows too much. Okay, and then him saying the Jews did this does not make him anti-Semitic. Okay, because people just use that word as whatever. You say something anti-Semitic, you say something anti-Semitic, and before somebody says something, I am Jew myself. Okay, him saying what he said does not make him anti-Semitic. It's like me saying, "Oh, this school that was bombed, black people did that." And then all of a sudden, you're anti-black. That is not it, man. He does not hate the Jews. That guy literally does not hate the Jews. He's pointing out things. If you know that something is a fact, why not say it's a fact? Why would you be scared that people will say, oh, you're anti-Semitic, whatever that thing is.
50+% of all murders are done by black men. They are 7% of the population, and they do more than half of all the killing in this country. I am not going to pander and use, I feel your pain and white privilege and sentencing stuff. How about you stop murdering so many people? And I'm not saying that blacks are doing it because they're black. I'm saying they're doing it when you don't have a father around. You are more likely to enter that cycle of violence.
Larry. Take the 30s during the Great Depression, or the 40s, or the 50s, when black poverty was high and discrimination against blacks was high. In 1940, 87% of blacks lived below the federally defined level of poverty. Yet in the 1930s, black homicide went down. The 1940s, black homicide went down. 1950s, black homicide went down. You know when it increased about 89%? The 1960s, when Lyndon Johnson, with the best of intentions, launched what he called the War on Poverty. Suddenly, the percentage of black kids being born into the world without a father married to the mother skyrocketed. And as I've said many times before, Don't take Elder's word for it. Take Barack Obama's word for it.
The statistics that children who grow up without a father are 5 times more likely to live in poverty and commit crime. They're 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 20 times more likely to end up in prison.
So, are you mad about what Charlie said? Or are you mad that it was Charlie saying it?
50+% of all
I'm mad about everything. Why would I be mad? I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Abortion is murder?
Oh, of course, 100%.
Do you think that people who procure abortions, women specifically,
Yes.
a woman who procures an abortion should go to jail for getting one?
Absolutely, yeah. They're the moral equivalent of Auschwitz.
Millions of women are,
not the
basically
women.
guards.
The women are victims. They're lied to. 90% of women do not see an ultrasound before they have an abortion. They have no idea what's happened to them. They're the victims here. It is the abortionists that are doing this.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. If women are the victims here, why should they be jailed?
Well, I don't believe they should be jailed.
How is it that
the
you
abortionists,
could believe that
the
abortion
doctors.
is murder, but a murderer shouldn't go to jail?
The doctors, the abortionists, people that call themselves doctors, the people that put women under general anesthesia.
But women, they ask
They
for
are
it.
doctors.
My
women in
current
that decision?
perspective is because the women are not given what is called informed consent, that the women should not be penalized. In fact, they should be given grace from a system that has lied to them and has misled them. They are not given the full picture of exactly what's happening to them. Informed consent has not happened. So these women are the victims.
My
The
question
abortionists, one second, the abortionists are the ones that know exactly what's happening. And if you haven't seen a video of an abortion, I'm not going to say anything too graphic. It is one of the hardest things to watch.
Would you say abortion is murder?
Oh, of course, 100%.
Do you think
I don't know nothing about that.
The real answer is Jeffrey Epstein was working on behalf of intel services, probably not American. And we have every right to ask, on whose behalf was he working? How does a guy go from being a math teacher at the Dalton School in the late 70s with no college degree to having multiple airplanes, a private island, and the largest residential house in Manhattan? Where did all the money come from? Extremely obvious to anyone who watches that this guy had direct connections to a foreign government. Now, no one's allowed to say that that foreign government is Israel because we have been somehow cowed into thinking that that's naughty. What is this? You have the former Israeli prime minister living in your house. You have had all this contact with the foreign government. Were you working on behalf of Mossad? Were you running a blackmail operation on behalf of a foreign government? And of course, that question has been asked to the government of Israel, and their answer is, we're not going to tell you. And I think our answer should be, no. As long as we're sending you money, if you were committing crimes on our soil, we have an absolute right to know, did you do this or not? And yet everybody has been so brainwashed into thinking that's somehow an expression of hate or bigotry, when it's not. It's a baseline question that every U.S. citizen has a right to an answer on. And I think the real answer is Jeffrey Epstein was working on behalf of intel services.
Doc, no comment. No comment, bro. No comment. It's crazy.
Say I'm a transgender male. What age should kids be able to get things like hormone therapy? Because I don't know what's true, what's not.
Tell me, are you comfortable telling me your story?
We pause. What he just did right there is like Jedi pastoral move. Somebody's asking you a question, and his first thing is essentially, tell me your story. Let me figure out why this is important to you. So he's discerning what's in this person's heart. Are they coming to me for help, or are they coming for an argument? Like, that's brilliant. It's compassionate. All right, let's keep going.
Since like 3rd grade, and I'm currently 19, almost 20. I've known basically since then. I didn't start going by like a different name until 7th and 8th grade. I just don't know, like with the whole medical stuff, like what's true, what's not, what's helpful, because I've heard so many different opinions.
First of all, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to have an opinion that very few people will ever tell you, which is I want you to be very cautious putting drugs into your system in the pursuit of changing your body. I instead encourage you to work on what's going on in your brain first.
Here's what I love. Dude, he's doing theology here. Romans 12. be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is brilliant. He's a Christian man applying his theology to this person and this issue. Because the transgenderism issue is, hey man, it feels like there's discontinuity between my mind and my body. Mm-hmm. And what the transgender movement says is, change your body to come in alignment with your mind. The Bible says, no. Let's renew our mind to come in alignment with the truth. I just want to point that out. Let's keep going.
I think what you need first and foremost is just a diagnosis. Mm-hmm. Just someone that is going to listen to what you've gone through, listen to what else is going on. My prayer for you, and again, very few people will say this, I actually want to see you be comfortable in how you were born.
Yeah.
I know that you might not feel that way, but I think that is something that you can achieve. I think that with the right team and the right people, you don't have to wage war on your body. You can learn to love your body.
Dude. By the way, there are more people than people would think at Lake Point who came from previously identified as transgender, and then the Lord saved them and brought them out. And that, by the way, that's why the scriptures say, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Well, why will the truth set you free? The truth sets you free when you've been enslaved by a lie. And somebody that's in that spot, like you can see it in that person's body, like she's not okay, and it's actually a lie that's enslaving her. So it's like telling somebody the truth in that situation, that's not hateful and it's not hurtful. The most loving thing you can do is explode the lie that's enslaving the person. And he did that. And he did it compassionately. Yeah. It's beautiful.
I just want to say I'm a transgender male.
Shout out to Charlie. That was good. Not bad at all. Yeah. Okay, guys, my camera's about to go off. Everything's going off. Okay. Been filming for an hour and a half. 2 hours almost. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe, you cannot subscribe, you can comment, not comment. I really don't care, man. I don't care. You get what I'm saying?
I'm praying to the sky and I got no fear. That's right, bro, I got no fear. Every day in my head, every day in my ears. Yeah, every day in my ears. The one drop me down and yeah, that's clear. Yeah, everything is not clear. This is the end and everything's clear. That's right, the end is near.